Sean Grayson and an unnamed Sangamon County deputy responded to a 911 call from Sonia Massey, who called the police after concerns of a prowler. The deputies entered the home. The charging documents say Grayson made a comment about a pot on the stove. Massey set the pot of water down on the counter. Documents say that despite distance and relative cover, Grayson pulled his handgun and threatened to shoot Massey in the face. She then put her hands in the air and said, "I'm sorry," while ducking for cover behind a counter. Grayson got closer and continued to yell at Massey to put the pot down. He then fired 3 shots, striking her once in the face.
This sister called the police because she thought somebody was breaking into her home. And it's just so sad because she's expecting for them to come check things out and just make sure no one is trying to break in her house. She's not expecting that this is going to be her last day alive. That call that she made is the last call she would ever make. And for her, and just to hear the story of her saying, "But I'm sorry." She's looking at a damn monster with a gun that is supposed to protect and serve. And now the tables done turned so quickly where she's in fear of her life, bowing down, saying, "I'm sorry." And this devil shoots her in the face. This beautiful sister gone. Why? Why? It makes no damn sense. And so Black people are stuck in between a rock and a hard place because you want to reach out because you're thinking of the the greater good. You thinking in your mind, law enforcement are here to protect and serve. They're here to help out. They're going to fix the problem. They're going to fix the issue. And you call them thinking that they're coming to save the day. And a lot of times, many times, they're coming to destroy the rest of the day. They're not coming to save the day. You have many episodes where people have called. Let's just say you have a loved one that has a mental illness. They acting up, and it's an older woman, and she can't control her son, or she can't control her brother, or whatever, and they're flipping out. They didn't take their medication or whatever, and you call the police, which now we know is the wrong thing to do, and they come and unalive your loved one. You call them so you can get help, so you can get some muscle. Now, this sister, and I don't want y'all to take this as a knock to this sister, but she's in fear that somebody is trying to break into her home, so she calls the police. What is the substitute to that? What is the substitute to that? What could she have had there with her where she wouldn't have to call the police? A man. A man there with her to go and check things out. A family. I don't know if she has family. And let me just say, I'm making this point in no disrespect to this sister, because this is horrible and sad what happened to her. But her recourse was to call. She hearing sounds in the house and thinking somebody's trying to break into her house, and maybe they were. But if there was a man in that home, not saying that she was the type of woman that say, "I don't need a man," but I'm just saying if there was a man or a family, some sons, even some daughters, grab some pots with some some grits or something in it to throw on somebody. But my point is that a lot of times you're vulnerable when you're alone. And so all she has to call is the police, and not expecting that the police officer that gets there is going to take her life for nothing. This is just a sad, sad story. It really pisses me off. This was a beautiful sister that seemed like she was kind-hearted and sweet, and had to beg for her life after calling from help from some diabolical devil, a man and a gun. It would be nice if she, had a shotgun in that house. You know, just to be able to say, well, if it's somebody out there, you better move quick, because what I got is gonna put a hole in you. You better get the hell up out of here. But yeah, this is just a sad story. You know, I hope that her family gets the justice, and that devil sits and rots in prison for the rest of his life, because it's unconscionable how this could even happen or why he did it. And he seems like he's a little bit, something's wrong with him, like he's a psychopath. That's what a lot of law enforcement are. There are a lot of psychopaths that's wearing badges. Remind me of that psychopath that hopped out, and within a second he shot Tamir Rice. Then he got fired, then he got another job, and he got another job. It's a lot of psychopaths with badges, with the authority to take people's lives. And so as black folks, like we stuck. What's the answer to this though? And I said one, having a man or having a family in the house, you know, a hedge of protection. But another thing is black people coming together, sticking together, fighting back together, policing it. I was talking about this in another video. I said, basically, I said, we have the ability to police ourselves. We don't want to, but we do have the ability. When we're mad enough, we can go find the nigga that did it. The community can hunt down the nigga that did it when we're mad enough. Now imagine if we applied that to everything. At least, you know, if black people were patrolling and protecting the community, you don't have to worry about this type of crap. You don't have to worry about some devil coming in there and taking a sister's life for nothing, for absolutely nothing. Just to hear the story of this sister. She's basically bowing down to this devil, Sean Grayson, hands over her head, saying she's sorry, crouched down, and he shoots 3 shots at her and hits her in the face. She's basically begging for her life. Let's just keep it 100. Let's keep it transparent. Let's keep it 1,000. This sister was begging for her life. She thought she was in fear that someone was breaking into her home. Now she's in fear of a child of the corn with a gun in his hand, yelling at her, and actually takes her life. What a horrible way to lose your life. When you think you're getting help and the person that's supposed to be helping you takes your fucking life.